Hey gang, what's up? Evan from Stock Music Musician here, and today I want to show you a little bit about how to use the Dr. Rex player in Reason to create Rex loops and chop samples. I've made a couple of other tutorials on some of the other ways that you can chop samples in Reason, and these have all been pretty technical in nature, and that's what this one's going to be too. Down the road I'm going to be doing a course on how to actually creatively use samples, but for now I just want to show you some of the methods that you can use to chop samples in Reason. And so this one centers around the Dr. Octo Rex. But if you're also interested in how to do it with, for example, an NNXT, you can click on this video, or if you want to use the Kong, you can look in this video, or if you want to do it with the sequencer itself, you can look in another video. And there's going to be some overlap between all of these methods, but at the same time there are also distinct benefits and drawbacks to each type. So let's get started on the Dr. Octo Rex. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a source instrument that we're going to use to chop the sample. Or what we can just do is really import a wave file. So let's go here on the sequencer, and let's go to Sample Magic's Sunrise Sessions. This is one of my favorite loop packs. Are these? I don't think these are the Rex loops. Okay, these are already Rex loops. So let's go to okay, this is just going to be. So we've got this Spanish guitar here from a Loop Masters track. I just want to stretch it so that it syncs to the tempo of the song. That's what I just did there. I held down Control, and now we'll just set a loop around it. And we want the stretch type to be, yeah, that's fine, all around. So now what we're going to do is convert it into a Rex loop so we can actually trigger it and manipulate it that way. So we'll right click on it. Well, actually what we want to do first is go click on it, and you can either double click or click on slice edit mode, and this brings us into slice edit mode, and this is where the Rex trigger points are located. That's what each of these arrows are. So if we were to export this right now, Reason automatically detects all of the transients, all the loud points, and those would be where the Rex triggers would be, and those would be the sample slices that you could manipulate. So I'm just going to do that once to show you what that sounds like. Okay, so you have to make sure that you're not in comp edit mode to bounce. So let's just bounce it right here. We're in the slice edit mode. If it's grayed out, you got a problem. So bounce clip to Rex loop. A new Rex loop is going to come up right here. Now we'll go to the rack. We'll create a Rex loop player, reset it, and we'll drag the unassigned song sample to here. Well, no, get back. So right there. So now you see we got a loop. We can easily change the pitch of it if we wanted, or use any of the other fun filtering effects of Rex. You can do all the Rex things you can normally do, and you can also cut the slices. So let's pull up the keyboard by pressing F4. And let's just show you where the slices are by, so that's one way you can play it. You can also go down another octave. Or even down one more. So that's one way you can do it. Now, the big problem just with this potentially is that maybe you don't like where the loop points are. And that is definitely a frustration. I'm used to doing a lot of my sampling in Machine, where you can just easily drag the loop points around in the sampler. And as far as I know, there's not a way to do that in Rex. If somebody knows differently, please leave a comment. I would love to find out that way. So instead, if you don't like how the sample is cut, my best guess is that you just have to go and re-export it with different points. So you can click on these handles and delete them. You can even highlight multiple ones. So now we're going to end up with some longer phrases. And I also don't know if there's a way to adjust the sensitivity of this trigger by default, or if it always just grabs the transients it wants to. I haven't found a way, I guess I should say, which is another great feature that Machine has, and I wish we had in Reason. Maybe somebody will make a great rack extension that's the sampler we've really been needing. But anyway, I've cut out a lot of the loop points. So now, oops, let's go back to Slice Edit. Let's bounce to Rex Loop. And now we've got the lead guitar loop 2. Let's go back to, oops, to the Rex, and let's now take this new one. So you can now select longer slices, and it's really just going to be up to you as an artistic choice how you want to select these slices and where you want to cut them. It's going to depend a lot on the song, a lot on the samples. Experiment with it because you will get very interestingly different results. And you can mess with it. And you can also do the envelopes for each individual track, but